Hello everyone, my name is Oksana. It's Road to Edoverse, weekly Edoverse Insider, the 78th. We deliver the news about the creation of our project Edoverse. And Tokugawa-san, could you please open the session for today?
Okay, thank you. Yes, now this is my last session on sumo. If you want to know anything more about sumo, please consult somebody else. Yeah, preparing for this has been very interesting. Well, anyway, so after Oda Nobunaga came Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and this again is the first recorded instance of sumo as show business, as the sumo wrestlers from Kyoto and Osaka visited northern Kyushu and then had their match with the wrestlers who were serving the Lord of Kurume. Who was that at the time? It was a Mori, I think. And so yes, this is the first recorded instance of a real show business sumo. And then it's very interesting is that in these times, this is under the reign of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, but in these times and in the early Edo period, sumo wrestlers were part of the group of samurai serving the lords. So each daimyo had really a small army, and the sumo wrestlers were an important component of that. And then comes Tokugawa Japan. The shogunate is opened in Edo, present-day Tokyo, in 1603. Now, what characterizes this period, or at least the first 50 years or so of it, is that there are so many samurai unemployed, ronin. And the number of ronin got bigger and bigger as, in 1615, the Toyotomi regime was destroyed. And after that, the shoguns up until the third, I think, were firing all the daimyo without thinking about what will happen to their the samurai who were serving them. So as a result, Japan was full of ronin. I don't know what they were thinking, but. And many of them were suffering from PTSD and present-day parlance. You know, they cannot forget the life of warfare and violence. So it was a very violent time. So you see, so the sumo wrestlers of the time were actually unemployed samurai or ronin. It was very hard to imagine, but that was the case. And at the same time, the sumo was approved by the authorities only when it was performed in order to collect the funds for temples and jinja. So it was a sacred event. And then, but each time there is a sumo match, the audience, would it be the audience or spectators were very violent and easily upsettable, just as they were in the case of theater plays. So there'll be always fighting and then occasionally killings. And also think of it, some wrestlers and then people who like to see wrestling gathering in one place in the city of Edo or in Kyoto, which were political hotspots as well. So this is something the authorities wanted to avoid. So in the city of Edo, and especially in the city of Edo, people were flooding in from all over the country. And there was plenty of empty space everywhere, and new temples were being built, so they needed money. So sumo matches were organized to attract people and collect funds here and there, but these were not recorded. Yes. And finally, in 1648, the shogunate banned street sumo and even sumo for collecting funds for temples and jinja. So it had become so violent, and they were very nervous about how the increasing ronin population would react to any such occasion. So whenever they get the chance to explode, they do. Okay, and so the situation was highly inflammable. And in fact, 3 years after this banning, in 1658, there was a major coup attempt. So a scholar of Sun Tzu, Yui Shosetsu, had organized 3,000 ronin. Some people think, or most people say that it was for the sake of overthrowing the shogunate, but that is complete insanity. I think he was collecting he was recruiting mercenaries to participate in the war between the Manchu and the failing Ming dynasty. Well, at any rate, so it was a very turbulent and violent time. And also, to rub in the message, you see, inside the mansion, the daimyo mansions in the city of Edo, so it was legally, well, it was outside of the shogun's jurisdiction, so they could organize sumo inside the mansion. But even there, the sumo wrestlers, how would you call it? The hip band, the mawashi, they were silk until then, but silk was banned and they could use only cotton bands. So, and also their ring name, shikona, were banned as well. So this was a humiliating treatment for the sumo wrestlers, but the shogunate was trying to teach them their place, so to speak. And eventually, in the Genroku period, and this coincides with this is the era in which the new shogun, the fifth shogun Tsunayoshi, shifted the heart of governance from bare military strength into law-based governance. So it was, how should I say, when the majority of the samurai had transformed from a warrior class into an administrative class. And this is when sumo was revived in the city of Edo. And this is when also the ring made from straw, as you see today in Kokugikan and all the sumo arena of Japan, was introduced. And in order to make it less violent, the 48 forms of, winning, how would it, so basically the present day rules were developed in the late 17th century, and it had turned into what it is today. So a less bloody, a very healthy and family-oriented sport. And and the origin and the first place to get the permission to hold a sumo match was today's Fukagawa Hachimangu, and eventually it would move to the Eko-in Temple. So, but still, street sumo would remain banned. And yes, by then, Edo had become a very congested city, so this makes a lot of sense. Two very big, muscular men wrestling the streets of Edo would have destroyed a whole neighborhood, And and there is the origin of sumo today. So what you see as sumo, so two big men, like two walls, crashing into each other. So this started in 6084. Okay, so and so from there on, it always has been the same sumo. Okay, so I think that is enough for this week, and thank you very much, and bye bye.
Thank you very much, Tokugawa-san. And JJ, could you please join us? Hello,
Yep.
how are you doing?
Yep. Hi. Thank you, Oksana. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Today I'd like to update something about our mini games, which is planned to be launched around this year end, and we already defined some kind of types of games. Like we already explained that Kisoyuma project, and also we've already showed some sample of ninja game, which is like action game, jump and run or something within a certain time and time match, something like that. And then the third game is gonna be like a sumo battle game. And then I just had a discussion with our big boss, Mr. Konishiki, the other day. Of course, he is an ambassador of our whole project. And then currently he's trying to do some nice, how to say, not MMA, I wouldn't say, but kind of MMA new plan. Collaborated with huge company, which is super famous globally. I cannot tell you any of the specific name yet, but he's trying to do something. To expand how sumo is really powerful, and how sumo is including all of the MMA functions, because aikido and karate and judo and jujutsu, anything is included in sumo. And he's trying to explain and remind the people that this is a real fight. This is a real MMA. And then we just came up to a new idea that we are going to collaborate with, of course, this Konishiki-san's new challenge in digital space as well, which is like a digital twin. So he's gonna try, and he will, I think he will start new kind of MMA match. I wouldn't say MMA match, like a sumo MMA match with certain famous foundation in this field. And then that match, of course, is done in real society, but also shown up in digital space, which is of course Edoverse. So we try to implement a sumo game, and then many types of sumo wrestlers who is a junior of Konishiki-san in Edoverse. They are trying to be more stronger and then trying to protect our shogun, the best as a best sumo wrestler. So those types of new battle game is going to be implemented by this year end. So I try to define all of the functions and the tokenomics as well, and then how we can put some money, put some funds by Zeni to nurture our small wrestlers. And of course we have to get some instruction from our big boss Konishiki-san. So say, for example, when we drop by Konishiki-san's Daimyo Yashiki or Ryogoku area, then small wrestler is going to be much quicker to be stronger, something like that. So we're trying to do those mini games as well. So anyway, I think of course I'm gonna check whether this small MMA match is gonna be realized or not. But I think Konishi-san has a good relationship with this famous foundation. So I'm so thrilled to announce that within a short time we collaborate with those activities as well. That's enough today from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, JJ. And Mitsushi, could you please join us? Hello. Do you have some news for us?
Hello, thanks. Thanks, Oksana. Yesterday, I climbed up the Mount Fuji. I climbed up to the top, so I'm physically exhausted today, but my brain is working very well right now. And the update about crypto news as a whole is that there are many interesting topics, and it was found that the ex-president of the United States, Donald Trump, hold Ethereum worthy of $4 million US. And I think the thing is that by using on-chain analysis, you can sometimes find which wallet holds what kind of tokens and what amount. It is very scary, right? But that's the transparency of on-chain token and tokenomics. In the future, let's say we can analyze what users hold Zeni or Koban and what kind of amount, and we can analyze the nature of the wallet of Zeni holders and what other tokens, what other NFTs that users have. So we can sort of identify users' preference of token and NFT. I think that's that sort of marketing strategy is called token graph. We can analyze on-chain token transaction and NFT transaction and identify wallet and what other tokens and portfolio of NFT and tokens that wallet has, and we can sort of create sort of marketing strategies. It's similar to how the advertisement algorithm understand users' preference and recommend specific creatives and advertisement for that. I think that sort of on-chain analysis is very scary, but at the same time very effective for the operator of Metaverse and Web3 business to effectively sell tokens and NFT. For example, in the futures, we can carry out on-chain analysis and identify what wallets, well, which wallet have a portfolio of buying Lambda NFT in other metaverse, such as Sandbox or Decentraland, and the Ethereum and so on. And we can effectively target those kind of wallet users and try to sell out our products and NFTs to those users. I think that's going to be an interesting idea that I came up with after watching the news about identifying Donald Trump's wallet holding a lot of Ethereum and so on. I think already many marketing agencies started this token graph marketing strategy by analyzing on-chain activity of users and wallet. I think in the future, token graph will be one of main sort of standard ways of marketing and strategically sell token-related stuff to users. That's my take for today. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mitsushi. And Martin, hello. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. I'm in Tokyo and it's blisteringly hot. But yeah, just kind of touching back on what Mitsushi-san was saying about the targeted marketing there. I think that's something that, in my experience as a marketing professional, we need to be very sensitive about, because I think our target audience is one of the most sophisticated demographics on the internet. We're dealing with people who are, early adopters, highly tech literate and tech savvy. They have all the ad blockers. They know how to, use VPNs to disguise their identity. And even if, we can track their activities through their, Bitcoin holdings or, crypto currency holdings, I think targeting them in an obvious way could backfire on us. I know that, lots of people resent being targeted by those bots, and we should be careful about that. But yeah, it does offer some very interesting potential for kind of cross-selling services to high potential audiences. But yes, definitely to be approached with a good degree of caution, I think. In terms of the sumo stuff, I love that, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the announcement when Konishi-san is able to let us drop the name. So good luck with that again. That's also excited. I am a fan, so I think rather than ninjas or anything else, that's what I'm going to be playing. So yeah, very exciting stuff there. But apart from that, not much from me this week, Oksana, just to complain about the heat. So yeah, please proceed.
Yes, let me also complain about the heat. Thank you very much, Martin. And Shunta, do you have any announcements for us?
Thank you, Oksana, and hello, everyone. I have a process report. The selection process for Edoverse's official VTubers has concluded with the final live stream last year. And today, the final audition are being held, and at last, by the end of this month, 2 official Edoverse VTuber will be chosen. We are looking forward to seeing what unique VTuber will emerge. We encourage everyone to eagerly anticipate the end of this month as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shunta. And Dominique, could you please sum up today's session?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, but the news from Konishiki, our ambassador, is really great, actually. Our 3D space, the development is actually is pretty much going well. And then we are now seeking the final stage for the launch, that is the development of the game stuff and just connect with the 3D space and tokenomics. So we might have actually the 3 basic game, the very simple game, the basic game, which will be the sumo wrestling game. I think this is not actually super sort of the precise one, but I don't know yet. And that's actually the people, the development team actually thinking about the contents of the sumos, and also Kisoyumas and the horse racing, and also maybe I think we might have some ninja game, and then we're gonna have 3 different kind of very simple game that we're gonna start in the Edoverse. And then Mr. Konishiki just finally just started just coming into the Edoverse, and then to do a very special projects, and then that'll be very, very exciting, and I'm really looking forward. And also just Mitsushi mentioned about the Trump actually holding the Ethereum, and that is great. And at the same time, the news of Robert Kennedy Jr. which is actually the next president candidate, is also he just bought the 2 Bitcoins for each 7 his children. That is also, I think, amazing news. And then now it's in the States that the many politicians already just the watching the cryptos, not actually ignoring and not actually abandoned. And actually, this is very good signs for that actually future. Even just recent actually the plunge of the Bitcoin. Actually, I don't know what happens, but still, that I think it's a great chance that we see that for the cryptocurrency now. And then we are now doing a fortnight's Tenku Gozenjia is a battling game, but that was actually the first edition of Edoverse in the fortnight of the third party. We are now the planning the second version of the games, which is going to be more exciting and also very interesting, because the last time was actually we had to just find the person to battle. So in this case, once that you get into that in the stage and the arenas to the battle place, and then if you cannot just find the person or maybe the samurai to fight, and then you're gonna fight. Actually, you stay there. But the next time, this is I think that you have to just you have to just complete your task to just reach to just calm down the wind guards. So that game is going to be very exciting, and then I hope that you can just enjoy, and also if you just achieve the target of the targets in the game in a fortnight, and you will receive the special honor from Mr. Iehiro Tokugawa. This is also the special ritual. The ceremony will be actually held in the game, so that's going to be very exciting. And then I hope that just before the real game starts, that you can enjoy the game too. So we have a lot of stuff. Then please just wait for a little while, and of course you're gonna wait too much, but and it's gonna be very, very fun. So thank you very much.
Thank you, right, Dominique. I'm sure it's worth waiting. And thank you, everybody, for listening today and for delivering all the exciting news. And we will meet next week. Goodbye.